Ah, all right. So welcome. So quickly, we have 1 over 3 divided by 5 over 7. Open a bracket. 9 over 10 minus 1 plus 1 over 3. So based on the knowledge of board mass, we're going to be having to deal with the one in the bracket first. So try to simplify what is in the bracket. So I have my LCM as 30. 10 in 30 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Minus 1 in 30 is 30 times 1, 30. 3 in 30 is 10. I have 10 here. So I have my 5 over 7 divided by 1. I have my 1 over 3 here. So trying to simplify this, you have 5 over 7, open the bracket, 27 minus 30 minus 3 plus 10, that's 7 over 30. So 7 has cancelled this 7, 5 here, 1, 5 here, 6. So I'm having it equals 1 over 3 divided by 1 over 6. So that's 1 over 3 multiplied by 6 over 1, so which equals 2. So the final result for this is 2. Alright, so up to the next question. So I have 0.21 multiplied by 0.072 multiplied by 0.00054 all divided by 0.006 multiplied by 1.68 multiplied by 0.063. So we have to evaluate this and our final result should be in standard form. So we have to evaluate this, putting our final result in standard form. So the first thing I'm going to do is to express all this in standard form. So for 0.21, I'm going to have 2.1 times 10 raised to power minus 1. Actually, you can also decide to just run through this with your calculator. So then at the final point, you just express it in standard form. You can also do that. So 0.072 is going to be 7.2 times 10 raised to power minus 2. And this is going to be 5.4 times 10 raised to power minus 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. So all divided by is going to be 6 times 10 raised to power minus 3 multiplied by, this is just 1.68, and now multiplied by, you can say 1.68 times 10 raised to power 0. If you want to express this in standard form, actually it's meant to be 1.68 times 10 raised to power 0. This is 6.3 times 10 raised to power minus 2. Alright, 2.1 times 7.2 times 5.4 is going to give 81.648. So times 10 raised to power negative 2, negative 1, negative 2, negative 4. That's negative 7. All divided by. So I'm having 6 multiplied by 1.68 multiplied by 6.3. 6 multiplied by 1.68 multiplied by 6.3. That's going to give me 63.504 multiplied by negative 3. This is nothing, that's 0. Negative 3, negative 2, that's 10 raised to negative 5. So I'm having now 81.648 divided by 63.504. That's going to give me 1.285714286. Now multiplied by 10 raised to power. So multiplied by 10 raised to power. Now negative 7 divided by negative 3. That's going to be negative 7 minus 5 rather. You know, from your law of indices. So quickly, final result is going to be, I think we have to put our final answer in 3 dp. So 3 dp is going to be 1.286. 1.286 times 10 raised to power negative 7 plus 5. We have 1.286 times 10 raised to power minus 2 approximately. So I have my final answer in 3 dp. So it is this 3 dp, but if it's going to be 2 dp, it's going to be 1.29, depending on the structure of your question. Alright, so quickly let's go to the next. The next one is going to be convert. To convert, I think that's question 2a. This is question 1a, question 1b, Alright, so question 2a is convert 15 whole number 31 over 128, which is actually in base 10, and convert it to base 2. Base 2 is the binary system. So quickly, this is 15 plus 31 over 128. So I'm going to work on converting 15 first to base 2. So working on 15, converting to base 2, I can divide all 3. This is the procedure when you try to convert any number from base 10 to base 2. So 2 divided, when you use 2 to divide 15, you have 7 remainder 1. When you use 2 to divide 7, you have 3 remainder 1. When you use 2 to divide 3, you have 1 remainder 1. And when you use 2 to divide 1, it's not possible, so remainder 1. Now taking it over, I have 1, 1, 1, 1 in base 2. And let me work on the other. So let me work on trying to convert, let me put it 31 over 128. Now there are different ways you can run fractional conversions from base 10 to base 2. But the one I'm going to use is, this is what I'm going to do. I have 2 raised power 0 is 1, 2 raised power 1 is 2, 2 raised power 2 is 4, 2 raised power 3 is 8, 2 raised power 4 is 16, 2 raised power 5 is 32. You can go onward like that. This is the particular pattern, or let me say this method I want to use. So I'm going to split 31 using these numbers. Because 32 is more than 31, I can't begin from 32, so I'll begin from 16. I have 16 plus what? If I pick 8, 16 plus 8 is already 24. I can still use 8. Now 16 plus 8 is already 24. If I should use 4, that's going to give me 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. I can still go on with 2, that's 30. Then I have 1. So basically I'm having plus 2 plus 1, all divided by 128. Now the next thing I'm going to do is split it. I have 16 over 128 plus 8 over 128 plus 4 over 128 plus 2 over 128 plus 1 over 128. Now trying to run your division over 8, so this is automatically 1 over 16. Here is going to be 1 over 32. Here's 1 over 64, 1 over 128. So the logic here is, now looking at the denominator is meant to go ascending, starting from denominator 2. But because 2 is absent as a denominator, so I want to believe it is something like 0 over 2, 0 over 4. That's just the idea. So if I have taken my time to explain this in one of the classes, so I don't want to go over that again. So basically, because over 2 is, denominator 2 is absent, denominator 4 is absent, I have 0, 0. This first one means denominator 2 is absent, the second one means denominator 4 is absent. 8 is present, I have 1, 16 is there, I have 1, 32 is there, I have 1, 64 is there, I have 1, 120, I have 1. So it means when I combine this for 15 and for this, it means when you try to convert 15 whole number 31 over 128 to base 2, you have 1111.001111. So this is the final result in base 2. That's the answer. So quickly okay, I think I can do the next one here. Trying to express 250 x milliliter in liters. So from our conversions, how many milliliter is going to give us a liter? So the moment you know the number of milliliter that will give you 1 liter, you're just trying to express 250x, in the same liters. Now, 10 milliliter makes 1 centiliter, 10 centiliter makes 1 deciliter, 10 deciliter makes 1 liter. So basically it means from milliliter to liter, I have 100, that's going to be 3. So I have 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter. So from this we have 1000 milliliter to equals to 1 liter. So I want to convert 250x, 250x to liters, question mark. So it means what you're trying to get, let's let the result be y. Actually, let's say let the result be y. So it means my y at the end of the day is going to equal 250x multiplied by 1 divided by 1000. Now when you cross multiply, you're going to be having 1000 multiplied by y equals to 250x multiplied by 1. Now divide both sides by 1000. So you have this. So this can take this out. So I have my y to equal 25x over 100. So 25 here 1, 25 here is 4. Alright, so let's quickly finish this. Sorry for the break. So I'm having my y at the end of the day, it's going to equal 1 over 4x, from this. Basically, it means when you're trying, this is going to be in liter. Remember, we're trying to convert from milliliter to liters. So if 1000 milliliter is going to give me 1 liter, so it means 250x milliliter is actually equivalent to 1 over 4x liters. So I can say this implies 250x milliliter is actually equals to 1 over 4x liters. And it's not up to 1, so that's just liter. It's not up to 1. It's not up to 1, so liter. Alright, so that is that. So I'm going to be cleaning up this side. I will go to the next question. Alright, so the next question is make G the subject of the formula. You all have these questions with you, so you can just go through the questions yourself. So the next question for question 3 is make G the subject of the formula in the equation. As T equals is 2 pi square root of h squared plus k squared all over GH. Alright, so you guys can actually go through the whole solution again and again. You can pause, you can replay until you get the full understanding, Alright, so want to make the G the subject of the formula. So you want to make G the subject of the formula in this particular equation. So let's quickly get right into it. Now we have T equals 2 pi then the root of h squared plus k squared all divided by GH. So the first thing I can decide to do, several ways you can get this done. Target is just to make G subject of the formula, and that means let G stand alone either on the left hand side of the equation or on the right hand side. Just let G stand alone. That's just the basic meaning of subject of the formula. Alright, so I can decide to divide both sides by 2 pi. So let's take that as the first step. So if I should divide both sides by 2 pi, so I can have T over 2 pi equals 2 pi over 2 pi. Now I have root h squared plus k squared over gh. And this has gone with this. Now I have my T over 2 pi to equal square root of h squared plus k squared over gh. Now at this point I want to eradicate this square root, so I have to square both sides. So when I square both sides, I have T over 2 pi all squared equals to h squared plus k squared over gh all squared. This square is going to take the square root out. Remember, square is an inverse to square root. Cube is an inverse to cube root. So whenever you're trying to eradicate square roots in any equation, the best thing you do is to introduce square. If you're trying to eradicate square in any equation, the best thing is to introduce square roots and the likes. If you want to eradicate cube root, you introduce cube. If you want to eradicate cube, you introduce cube root because they are inverses to one another. Alright, so t this implies I have t squared over 4 pi squared. T is going to have the square, t is going to have the square, pi is also going to have the square. This is going to equal to h squared plus k squared over gh. Now when I try to cross multiply, when you cross multiply, you have t squared gh, which equals to 4 pi squared multiplied by h squared plus k squared. At this moment, remember my target is to make g subject of the formula. So I can divide both sides by t squared h so that I can be left with g. I have t squared gh over t squared h equals 4 pi squared over h squared plus k squared over t squared h. And this will cancel this out. Now at the end of the day, I've gotten my result, which implies g is now 4 pi squared into bracket h squared plus k squared all over t squared h. This is the final result. Now we finally made g the subject of the formula. You can decide to expand this, your choice. Other questions can ask you to evaluate, and they'll give you values for pi, h, k, and t. All you have to do is simplify. If I should ask you to, I can ask you to evaluate g when pi, pi 22 over 7. You can say h is 14, k is 5, t is, I just give you values. At that point, you just impute it respectively, substitute. So basically, what we asked to do is just to only make g the subject of the formula, and this is the result we have. Like I said earlier, if you want to expand, you can have 4 pi squared h squared plus 4 pi squared k squared as your numerator. You get that? Alright, so let's quickly get on to the next question. The next question is this. I'm going to read it out for you to, and the next question is, I'm to read it out now quickly. The weight of a man is 3 greater than his wife. 4 years ago, the ratio of their weight is 5:2. Find their present weight. The question says the weight of a man is 3, greater than his wife. Now, irrespective of the weight of the wife, what we are certain about, according to this question, is that the man's weight is 3 greater. Not 3 times greater, just 3 greater. Take for instance, it means if the wife weighs 50 kg, it means the man is going to be 53. If the wife weighs 42 kg, it means the man is going to be 45. The man is 3 greater than his wife. The man is 3 greater than his wife. Then the second statement is 4 years ago, the ratio of their weight is 5:2. So now let's begin this way, and let the weight of the wife, be x. Now because we're certain according to the question that the man is 3 greater than his wife in terms of the weight, so it means the man's weight is going to be x plus 3. So the man's weight at the moment is going to be x plus 3 because the question says the man's weight is 3 greater than his wife. Now something happens 4 years ago. 4 years ago, the ratio of their weight is 5:2. If your present age is 16, 4 years ago, you're going to be 16 minus 4. You're going to remove 4 from your present age. So 4 years ago, the ratio of their weight is 5:2. So for us to interpret that presently, so 4 years ago, the ratio of the man's weight to the ratio of to his wife, or we can take it as the weight of a man is 3 greater than his wife, so we are picking up the man first. So 4 years ago, whatever is the man's present age, I need to remove 4 from it. Like I said, if you're presently 16 years, 4 years ago, you're going to be 16 minus 4. 4 is going to be subtracted. You're going to subtract 4 from your present age. 4 will be removed. So 4 years ago is going to be x plus 3 minus 4. 4 years ago for the man, the wife is going to be x minus 4. So this is going to be the man 4 years ago. This is going to be the wife 4 years ago. Now said the ratio of their age. Let me do it this way first. So this is for the man, ratio x minus 4 for the wife. It is 5:2. 4 years ago. So trying to interpret this, you can represent this in fraction. We have x plus 3 minus 4 divided by x minus 4. This equals 5/2. This implies x minus 1 over x minus 4. This equals to 5/2. When you cross multiply, I have 2 open brackets x minus 1 equals 5 open brackets x minus 4. Trying to expand this, 2x minus 2 equals to 5x minus 20. When trying to simplify this further, 2x minus 5x equals to minus 20 plus 2. We have minus 3x equals to minus 18. So x is going to be negative 18 over negative 3. So at the end, x is going to be 6. X is going to be 6. So I have gotten the value of my x. And remember, we said let the weight of the wife be what? Be x. So it means the weight of the wife is actually 6. The question is we should find their present weight. So if x is 6, it means the weight of the wife is 6. Now, this implies the wife's weight is 6. Is there any particular unit of measurement? No particular unit. I can just say 6 units. Why the man's weight is going to be 6 plus 3. That's going to be 9 units. But there's no particular unit of measurement given to us in the question. All right, so that's that. We'll go to question 4. All right, let's quickly move straight up to question 5. So question 5, the first part is 5a. Evaluate 2313 base 4 all squared minus 3302 base 4. So I want to evaluate this question 5. This is a number-based system. This is number-based system. So and your base 4 is quaternary. Your base 4 is quaternary. So base 1 is called unary, base 2 is called binary, base 3 is called ternary, base 4 is called quaternary, base 5 is called quinary, 6 ternary, and the likes as it goes. Alright, so if you're trying to evaluate this, I have this in base 4. I also have this in base 4. The first thing we have to do is to square this, then we subtract. We're going to subtract 3302, which is in base 4, from the result of this when you try to square it. So the first, let us square. So 2313 base 4 multiplied by 23, let me write it properly. So 313 base 4 multiplied by itself in base 4. Alright, so remember the set of numbers in base 4 runs from 0 to 3. The set of numbers in your base 4, it runs from 0 to 3. So do not forget your base 4 runs from 0 to 3. Every number-based system has its own particular set of numbers. For instance, the set of numbers for your unary base 1 is just 0. The set of numbers for your binary, which is your base 2, is just 0 and 1. The set of numbers for your base 9, which is nonary, is 0 to 8. That's how it works. The set of numbers for your undinary, which is your base 11, runs from 0 to 10. 10 is represented with A. So avoid the 2 digits whenever you're trying to evaluate questions. Alright, so 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. But because 9 is not present in my base 4 system, I have thought this already basically as a topic. So I might need to go to that and check that out. So 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 9 is not present. 9 is not among the set of numbers in base 4. So what we have to do is we have to divide this 9 by the base you're working with. I'm working in base 4. So 9 divided by 4 is 2 remainder 1. So you write your remainder 1. 2 comes here. Just the way you multiply in number-based system is actually easy. But I don't have the time to. I'm just trying to solve a good number of questions. So I don't have time to be explaining in depth how it works. But there's a video that covers all of that in depth. So 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 4 is 2 remainder 1. So I have 1. This is 2 here. 3 times 1 is 3. Adding 2 to it, that's 5. 5 is also not a member of base 4. So 5 divided by 4 is 1 remainder 1. remainder 1 comes here. I have my 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 10. 10 is also not there. 10 divided by 4 is 2 remainder 2. I have 2. This is the remainder. What you write is the remainders. What you write is the remainders. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 plus 2 8. 8 is also not there. So I have 2 remainder 0. So I have 0 and I have 2. There's nothing more, so the 2 comes down. Alright, so in 1 times anything is itself. So this is 3, 1, 3, 2. Quickly, I will need more space. Alright, so this is just a repetition. So let me just have 1, 1, 2, 0, 2. I'm working on this. I've done this before. This is the result. So it's going to be the same thing. Alright, so let me take this out. Now 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 6 is also not a number of, it's not part of base 4. So 6 divided by 4 is 1 remainder 2. You write your remainder, which is 2. 1 comes here. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is actually part of your base 4. Just write the 3. So 2 times 3, 6. 6 is also not there. 1 remainder 2. You have 1. So 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is also not part. 1 remainder 1. I just have 1. Let us add up. So basically what you do is you run through the multiplication like you multiply when in basic schools, the multiplication we are taught in our basic primary, in our primary classes, our basic classes. So it's the same multiplication, but take note of the fact that your base 4, the numbers that we're expected to see are only 0, 1, 2, 3. I don't want to see 4 upward. So 0, 1, 2, 3 are the numbers that belong to base 4, which is your quaternary system. Alright, so let's add this up. So I have 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. The same thing. 4 does not belong to base 4, remember. So you have to divide that 4 by the base itself. That's 4. So I have 1 remainder 0. So 0, I have 1. 2 plus 1, 3. 4, 5. 5 is 1 remainder 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 1 remainder 3. So this is 3, 5, 7, 10. 10 is going to be 2 remainder 2. So I have 4. 4 is going to be 1 remainder 0. I have 4 again. That's going to be 1 remainder 0. And I have 2. So now I can take all those things out. So basically this is the result. So it means when you square this, we have 20023109101, sorry, in this 3. So let's subtract. Let's bring in this now. So I want to subtract. So 200231001 in this 3. Now I have 3302. 3302. Sorry, I'm working in this 4. Working in this 4. Alright, so let's subtract. Now the way we subtract, you have to pay attention to this. Alright, so basically when you subtract, 2 cannot be removed from 1. The way I taught in basic classes too. 2 cannot be removed from 1. So actually 1 is going to meet 0. Please assist me, give me something, but this is 0. It's 0. So it has to come to this. So this moves 1, becomes 0. But the 1 it's removing is going to be equal to the base you're working with. So that's 4. I have taught this already. I've explained all of this in a video. So you might need to check it out. Now 1 now leaves this. This now becomes 3. Now this I have a 4. 4 plus 1 is 5 now. When you remove 2 from 5, you have 3. So 0 from 3, I have 3. 3 cannot be removed from 0, so 0 comes to me 3 for assistance. So this is now left with 2. But the one that is leaving is not coming to 0 as 1. It's come in the nature of your base. That's 4. So it comes as 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. When you remove 3 from 4, that's 1. This 3 can also not be removed from 2. So it comes here. This is left with 1. But it's coming in form of 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. When you remove 3 from 6, I left with 3. I have 1, 0, 0, 2. So it means let me do this. So it ends 2313 base 4 all squared minus 3302 base 4 equals 2001333 base 4. That is the result. Alright, so you might need to take your time and watch the video all over again for better understanding. And if there's a particular topic you want me to explain in depth, just let me know. Just let me know. All right, so take your time and watch watch it again, and pause and play, pause and play to get a full understanding. Like I said, you can use comment section for whatever you need me to explain, or you can always send email. All right. Let's get right into the next question. All right. So let me take this out now. So the next question, which is 5B, we asked to question 5B says divide the LCM of 36, 54, and 90. That to divide the LCM of these three by their HCF. So it means work on these three numbers, get the LCM. Work on these three numbers, get their HCF. Now the result for the LCM should be divided by the result of the HCF. So divide the LCM of 36, 54, and 90 by their HCF. Alright, so let's work on the LCM first. So the LCM now, first to get the LCM. The way we have it, the way we have thought, let's go through basic. Let's go the basic way. The way we have thought, while growing up, elementary math. Alright, so begin with 2. Can 2 go out 3? This is 18. Then I have a 27. I have a 45. 2 can still be, but 2 can go here. So I have 27. Still have 45. I go with 3. I have 3. It's gonna be 9. This is gonna be a 15. So I still have my 3. It's gonna be 1, a 3, a 5. I still have my 3. It's gonna be a 1, a 1, a 5, then a 5, 1, 1, and 1. Alright, so when try to multiply all of this, the result is going to be 5, 4, C. Yes. So LCM is going to be 5, 4. Try and multiply through and confirm. We are humans. Anyone is bound to make basic arithmetic error. So let's confirm the answers all over again. Alright, so let's work on the HCF quickly. The HCF. Let's deal with it. There are different ways of getting your HCF done elementarily. There are different ways. So we thought every tutor has a particular way of explaining HCF to his or children, his or our learners. So and let me just pick one. Let me just go with splitting. I think everybody should be able to understand that. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Alright, so 2 here is going to be 18, 2 here is going to be 9, 3 is going to be 3, 3 is going to be 1. Remember this method. So 2 here is going to be 27, and 3 here is going to be 9, 3 is going to be 3, 3 is going to be 1. 2 here is going to be 45, 3 is going to be 15, 3 is going to be 5, 5 is going to be 1. So then what you do is you answer at 36, the numbers in 36, you have 2, 2, 3, 3, 54, you have 2, 3, 3, 3, 90, you have 2, 3, 3, 5. Now you can see the presence of 2 across. So you have 2 here across, and also see 3 across. Alright, is that under 3 across? Yes, there's under 3 across. So I can see now the HCF is going to be 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And that's going to give me 18. So the LCM is 18. The LCM is HCF, sorry. Let me write this. So I'm not going to get confused. Write this. So the HCF is going to be 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. That is 18. So the HCF is 18. Let me finish up my solution here. So I've gotten my LCM to be 540, HCF to be 18. So remember we have to divide the LCM of this by the HCF. So the result at the end of the day is going to be 540 divided by 18. That gives me 30. So you have 30. So that's going to be the end of section part A. Part A. Okay, let's go down to other questions. We still have more questions. All right. 6A quickly. 6A. 6A says solve for the value of P in the equation. The equation is 1 over P minus 1 plus 2 over P plus 1 equal 3 over P. So solve for the value of P in this equation. So we have to get the value of P in this equation. So the first thing that should come to your mind, remember whenever you're trying to add or subtract fractions, what should come to mind is LCM. It helps so much. It helps so much. So if I want to work on this, okay, looking at it that okay, you can decide to find the LCM of the whole equation once, or you can decide to deal with this part first, your choice, whatever you want to do. So let me say, okay, let me deal with this part first. LCM of these two, I can just say P minus 1 and P plus 1. But you can also decide to deal with the whole equation once. Now, this and this, I'm left with P plus 1. So 1 multiplied by P plus 1. This is taking this out, so 2 multiplied by P minus 1. It's going to give you 3 over P. So this implies I have P plus 1 plus 2P minus 2. It's going to be the difference of 2 squares, so that's P squared minus 1. 3 over P. So this implies P plus 2P is 3P minus 1 over P squared minus 1 equals 3 over P. When you cross multiply, you have 3 multiplied by P squared minus 1 equals to P multiplied by 3P minus 1. So I have 3P squared minus 3 equals to 3P squared minus P. This can take this out. So negative 3 equals to negative P. At the end of the day, P equals to 3. So we're getting the value of our P to be 3. Quite easy. So check it out. Check it out, and if you need me to explain any part again, please let me know. All right, so let's continue. Let me take this part out. All right, so 6B quickly. 6B says we have three brothers in a business deal. They share the profit at the end of the contract. 3 brothers in a business deal. The profit they made, it's going to be shared among these 3 brothers. Now they said the first received, okay, it has been shared actually. The first received 1 over 3 of the profits, while the second received 2 over 3 of the remainder. You have to be careful. So they said the first received 1 over 3 of the profits, So after the calculation of the profit has been made, whatever is the profits made, the first received 1 over 3 of the total profit they made. Now, after the first has received the shares, his own portion, there's going to be an amount left. Then I said the second received 2 over 3 of the remainder. So it means after the first person has taken his own portion, the remainder, you will now calculate 2 over 3 of what is left, not 2 over 3 of the whole profit now. So if the third received the remaining $12,000, how much profit did they share? All right, so I'm going to try when editing this video to display these questions so you see it, most especially the word problem questions that are not written on the board. All right, so let's get to it. So we are looking for the profit that was actually shared. So let the profit be 6B now, right? 6B. So we don't know the profit, so let the profit be X dollars. Let it be X dollars. Let it be X, but you know this, the currency we're dealing with is dollars. So according to the first statement, I said the first received 1/3 of the profit, so 1/3 of X. So 1/3 of X is going to give me 1/3X. Now, I said the second received 2/3 of the remainder. 2/3 of the remainder. That means it's essential. It's important that we know the remainder. Now, remember the profits that they are sharing or that was shared is actually X. So the remainder is going to be, when you remove what the first is taking from the profits, you're going to know the remainder. So you have X minus 1/3X. So try to run this. You have 3x minus 1x. So you have 2/3x. So this is actually the remainder. So now say the second received, according to the question, 2/3 of remainder. So this means 2/3 of 2/3x. This means 4/9x. This is what the second is receiving. Now the third received, according to the question, $12,000. So remember, whatever the first is receiving plus the second plus the third, we all equal the whole profit because they actually share this profit within themselves. Sorry. So I can now say, because I know that the first, second, and third, whatever they are collecting is the whole profit. So it means the first is 1/3x, the second is 4/9x, the third is $12,000 equals to the total profit, which is x. Get that now? So you can have 1/3x plus 4/9x minus x equals negative 12,000. Alright, you know, when you subtract x from both sides, and when you subtract 12,000 from both sides, or what most people do, you know, when it leaves left hand side, right hand side to left, this left hand side to right hand side. Alright, so trying to work on my left hand side, LCM is 9. So this is 3, so I have 3x plus 4x minus 9x. So equal negative 12,000. Let me try and manage this part. Alright, so 3x plus 4x, that's 7x minus 9x, negative 2x over 9 equals to negative 12,000. Alright, so sorry for the break. Alright, so let's continue quickly. So it means we're gonna press multiply. So minus 2x times 1 is going to be minus 2x. 9 times negative 12,000 is going to be negative 108,000. So divide both sides by minus 2. So it means my x is going to be negative 108 over minus 2. So I'm going to be having x to equal $54,000. So you just conclude, that this is actually x is now x is the profit. So it means at the end of the day, the profit that was actually shared between these three brothers is 54,000. All right, so let's continue. So you can write this quickly. Please write and go through it. You need to go through it. I said right. If you need to write, you can also write, please. All right, so let's really get to the next question. It's also actually something easy. So the next question is given that 13 base x plus 22 base y equals 16 in base 10, and also 32 base x plus 12 base y equals 22. So it is base, not 12y, it's 12 base y, 22 base y. All right, number base system, let's work on this quickly. The first one, 13 base x plus 22 base y. I have said it already in my previous classes when explaining and I was teaching our number base system. Most of the number base equations, just solve it as if you're trying to convert to base 10. The same pattern you use when converting to base 10, just follow through with the same procedure. You're going to get the result. So whatever you're going to do is going to pop out and you're going to see it clearly. Let's try. This is in base x, not in base 10. So I'm going to work as if I want to convert this to base 10. As if I want to convert this to base 10. This is already in base 10, so I didn't need to touch this right hand side. So, when converting any other base to base 10, remember you do something like this. So for this first one, you have 1 times x raised to the power 1. You have 3 times x raised to the power 0. Alright, so you have 2 times y raised to the power 1. You have 2 times y raised to the power 0 equals 16. It's going to be 1x plus 3 plus 2y plus 2 equals 16. So I have x plus 2y plus 5 equals 16. At the end of the day, you have x plus 2y equals to 11. This is the equation star. Let's work on the second one. 32 base x plus 12 base y equals to 22. 0, 1, 0, 1. This is going to be 3 times x raised to the power 1, 2 times x raised to the power 0, 1 times y raised to the power 1, 2 times y raised to the power 0 equals 22. Quickly, this is 3x plus 2. Yes, now plus y plus 2. What I'm doing is 3 raised to the power 1 is x times 3, 3x. X raised to the power 0 is 1 times 2 is 2. Y raised to the power 1 is 1 times x is 1y. Y raised to the power 0 is 1 times 2 is 2. So what I'm doing is not complex, it's basic. So 3x plus y, 2 plus 2 is 4 equals 22. At the end of the day, 3x plus y, 22 minus 4, that is 18. This can be the second equation. So I'll work on these two equations simultaneously to get my x and y. So x plus 2y equals 11. 3x plus y equals 18. So whatever method I want to use, I can say, okay, let me use elimination method. Using the elimination method, let me eliminate y. Let me eliminate y. So nutritions multiply. So I'm going to multiply everything in equation 1, which is equation star. This is star, this is star, star. So multiply all of equation star by 1. Multiply all of equation star star by 2. I believe you all know the technique behind elimination method. If you don't, you need to visit one of my videos, please, or let me know in the comment section. So I have x plus 2y equals 11. I have 6x plus 2y equals 36. Alright, so you subtract, let me make this 1, 2, or you can make it 3, 4, you can make it star, 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 then 4 star, whatever you want to do, any symbol. Alright, so let's subtract the equations. So x minus 6x is going to give me minus 5x. 2y minus 2y is going to be out. Then 11 minus 36 is going to give me minus 25. So divide both sides by minus 5. So I have minus 5x over minus 5 equals to minus 25 over minus 5. Then at the day, x is 5. I've gotten my x to be 5. Then, any of the equations I'm using, let me use this. from x plus 2y, which is 11. I've gotten x already to be 5, so 5 plus 2y is 11. Means 2y is 11 minus 5. Means 2y is 6. So it means my y is 3. Therefore, the value of x and y are 5 and 3 respectively. I believe that is understood. So, but if you don't understand any part of it, let me know in the comment section, please. All right, so we go on to the next. We go on to the next question, which is 7a. This one we just finished doing is actually 6c. 6c. So let's go on to 7a quickly. 7a quickly. Question 7a. Question 7a says we have to evaluate ax squared plus bx plus c all over mx plus c. We are given the values. We are given that a is 2, x is minus 3, b is minus 2, c is 4, n is minus 1. Alright, so once you evaluate this, remember there was a particular question, the question 3, which was actually solved to a formula. When we got the value of j, I said some questions will now ask you to evaluate. This is just sample. Exactly. So given all the values, let's just solve this. It's so basic. Substitute basically. A is 2. 2 multiplied by x squared. X is minus 3. So you have to be careful. So it's like saying minus 3 all squared. X is minus 3, so minus 3 squared plus, what is my b? B is minus 2, x is minus 3. What is your c? C is 4. My m is minus 1. What is my x? X is minus 3. What's c? C is 4. So you have 2 multiplied by 9 plus minus 2 multiplied by minus 3, that's a positive 6. Then plus 4 all divided by minus 1 minus 3, that's positive 3 plus 4 is 18 plus 6 plus 4 all over 7. 18 plus 6, that's going to give you 24. 24 plus 4 is going to give you 28 over 7. And that gives you a 4. So we've evaluated that. So quite easy. It's easy. So we're going to continue. The rest of the questions are going to be tackled in the next video. So take your time, go through all of this, and see you in the next video. Remember, if there's any part of this question that is not clear, or you want me to treat it as a topic, a full topic, just let me know. And the email is going to be in the description of this video. So if there is any particular topic you want me to explain in depth, or you want to reach out to me, use the mail. So thank you so much. Math is actually a basic thing that is actually easy. It's easy. So just take your time, go through, and have a better understanding. Thank you. See you in the next video.